Welcome everybody, Nanka here, and it's time for another episode of Souldin Shorts.
Welcome everyone to the second episode of my Souldin short start of Sonic Forces. First impression so far has been, it's not nothing too bad, but it does definitely feel awkward. I haven't had any major issues so far. But I will admit it hasn't exactly been... It does feel very uncomfortable in a lot of regards. The music has been stellar though. Music is amazing. The red coin mechanic has been nicely implemented. Certainly a lot easier to get coins. Oh. Yeah, like it doesn't feel like the flamethrower, for instance, is what you're supposed to be using in a sense. Like, yeah, you lose, like, all momentum with the bird. The moment you do that second jump, it's making this platform here surprisingly difficult. Like, you can see how stiff it looks. Ooh. Or, in other cases, you get too much momentum. Oh, that was a short level. You can see I've gotten Percy with a bit more sort of clothing here. I managed to actually unlock quite a few, and honestly the suit suits him quite well. Black flowers in his feather head, on his head. Okay, got an S, yay. Yeah, I thought it fit pretty well. Overly colourful gloves, and then the shoes, yeah, probably a bit feminine, but you know, he's graceful in them. Probably don't quite match with the colour, but oh well. He's fabulous! I mean, it's kind of funny. They've got all this avatar customization stuff, but I will be honest, honestly, it feels, so far from what I've gathered, the weakest part of the gameplay. Nothing gels quite as well. Road for mission completion. Oh, it looks like a new weapon. Yeah, I don't feel I need to replay that one just yet. Again, I feel I've got a decent enough setup for his costume, so I don't need to worry about Percy's clothing for a while. Yeah. What? The subtitles were barely there. Sega really wanted to build Zavok to be more important, but Sonic Lost World was an admirable attempt, but gosh, it was rough. It definitely needed polish. But then again, Sega does have a bad habit of making a new gameplay style and never actually focusing more on it. The moment it gets some criticism, they tend to drop it. It's amazing they stuck with the Forces style for so long. Like, I think the homing attack was actually a pretty good idea in terms of, you know, like, you reach a certain height, you increase the power of the homing attack in Sonic Lost World, although it made things a little bit too easy. Okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. A lot of parts of this game feel a bit automated, as it were. Oh, come on, I can't even see him. Do I get to do anything here, or... No, not even a quick time event. That meant the battle was a lot shorter than expected. Certainly could have done better. The 0 rings there is a pretty good indication that I could do better. But hey, I've got daily mission bonus, so hopefully that will boost me over. Yeah! Even without any rings! I got an S! This is the hard mode as well. To be fair, normal mode you don't get ranked, so... Really, it's more like this is the normal mode, and the other mode is the easy mode. They're just trying to big up people's ego by calling this hard. It's more like a fashion channel, really, with this episode. It's more like, ooh, what clothes can I dress Percy the Peacock in? Stages are going by pretty quick. Kind of Sonic Colors-esque. I kind of actually preferred that. Then you could get a quicker feel of accomplishment. Oh, ooh. Yeah, like, Sonic Lost World had a really cool parkour system. I like also like how they've introduced the Wisps as a... Oh, wow, that's fast! Like, they've introduced... A lot of the features here, it feels like Sonic Lost World but without the parkour aspect. Like, that felt a lot more rugged. In Sonic Lost World, that would have been much smoother. I mean, potentially. Sometimes you can get stuck on things that you didn't exactly intend to get stuck on. But again, that's what I mean they could have done with some polish. Oh, that's a cool shirt. That's totally the sort of shirt Nanka would love to wear, but again, it's not Nanka, it's Percy the Peacock here. Yeah, I managed to do quite a few levels in this little part here. Yeah, your new recruit, Knuckles, isn't that good, frankly.
Are you here to rescue me?
You have been graced by the touch of my hand.
Is there an exit around here? concern is touching, Knuckles.
There's a lot of good banter, but honestly, they're talking over one another too much. Well, I mean, to be fair, it actually feels kind of natural, but in another sense, it also feels like a lot of these cutscenes feel very quick, as if and rushed.
You sure about this? The kid was shaking like a leaf the whole time we were at the Death Egg.
But I didn't see you anywhere, Vector!
Because it's cold in space. The factory is nice and warm.
Face your back is up there, Charmy!
It will be when it's burnt to the ground.
So yeah, as indicated before, I've got new Wisp-Ons, the new weapons. Okay, that's the burst one, attacks with fire. Okay, and this one is collecting rings increases speed, applies a projectile. It's also burst, okay, so that's just a better version. And this one, attacks with a lightning way. And lightning, honestly, I feel suits Percy the Peacock a bit more. Now these hats really suit him. Flowers work better. Don't need his glasses. Yeah, that looks a bit more like him. The bow replaces the suit. I feel the suit works better. Yeah, he's wearing a bodysuit here. Oh gosh, okay. Oh yeah, we're supposed to boost. Cool! This is what they should have had more of, honestly.
Doesn't matter what obstacles they put in our way, we'll blow past everything they throw at us.
Oh. Okay, that wasn't quite what I was expecting. I thought, I'd have to,
Yeah, that's how it's done.
do something a bit different there than... I guess it was hold rather than press. I thought it was, like, going to slow in and I'd press it.
This should be fun.
Honestly, this is actually a really cool aspect. How teaming up with Sonic and switching kind of naturally on the fly. It's almost Sonic Heroes F, but done right. Oh, that feels very awkward, though. Yeah, honestly, yeah. This feels a lot better than the... I mean, it's kind of nice getting some 3D sections here as well. This feels a... Custom character definitely feels the most bizarre. Like, this is not natural. Like, who thought this would feel good? You fling way too far forward. I mean, ugh. Feels horrible. Very jarring to do. Like, I feel like I'm about to fall off every cliff I'm on. Yeah, honestly, yeah, this part, being able to do it like that, the tag team things, feels really cool. I kind of hope there's a lot more of that. Because that tag team there definitely feels like more like how most of the game should go, except I kind of feel it would be better if instead they dropped the custom character aspect entirely and just like you had that sort of aspect, but you had multiple characters. Kind of like Sonic Advance 3 realised in a 3D Sonic game. Because it feels at this point that it's just going to be the custom character. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, some people are like, oh man, get their own character sort of thing. But rather not a huge fan of character creation games. So I ironically made a series where I focused on character creation games with Souldin Star. Ooh, a better lightning one. I'm not a fan of the lightning one, honestly. So I'll be going back to the fire one. That was quickly established, I feel. It's not good being lunged forward like that. The controls of... your created character feels way too slippery. I mean, that could be applied to most of this game in general, but when you're trying to just swing off and you get lunged forward like that...
Silver is fighting him, or it, or whatever. Just hurry!
I mean, the lightning does fit Percy Peacock better, but I'm chronically going to have to survive more than anything. From what I hear, apparently the custom character was tacked on, but honestly, at this rate, it feels like Classic Sonic was just tacked on at the last minute.
Forces are scattering bombs like confetti.
We can't go on like this!
Yeah, I'm not a fan of how much of these games rely on just holding down the X button to do the boost mechanic. Though I do love this, the LBRB thing. Like, that wasn't exactly fun. Stuff happened, but I wouldn't call it thrilling. Oh, and the LBRB thing isn't working too well there. Hello, random soldier.
Located that unknown enemy.
Like, what?
What's up ahead?
Great, Amy. I'll make sure everyone's efforts weren't in vain.
Oh, that's cool.
I guess all the explosions riled it up. Doesn't look like we'll get past without a fight.
This is a neat stage, but I literally just ran past just about every bit of it. I've barely had time to be able to look at any of it. Okay, aside from that one was good. That's my rhythm days we're playing there. I'm actually a big fan of like the Hatsune Miku Vocaloid games. You can see that from there because that was amazing, or as they said, perfect. You can get a surprising amount done in this game, but then again, it's all kind of blurring by because it's so fast and the levels are so compact. I kind of like that with some colours, but because you get a good sense of accomplishment, but. In this game, but the thing is, there was themes to a lot of the settings. I'm not actually getting to appreciate the actual settings of the levels. In any case, that is episode 2 of my Sonic Forces first impressions video. And cheerio, everyone!